on for more. This is Jacob Emron. You've been in a truck accident. Call 844-24-JACOB. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Cleaning your fuel system can help your engine run better and improve gas mileage. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts and pick up a bottle of Chevron Techron fuel system cleaner. On sale now. Buy one, get one free. Plus get 2 times Overlord points. Get more fuel-saving tips from the professional parts people at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
LA's new alternative. Alt 97.
Far enough from the freeway, they won't notice that I was driving drunk. Come on, wakey wakey thing. Those are trailers, like Star trailers, right? Makeup trailers, something. Why are there so many people on the road right here? Can I get out in a clump? I fucking hate that. Yeah, right in the front of the clump. Come on, little SUV, get your dumbass past the truck. He did put on his blinker. I mean, not well, but he did put it on.
Throwback Thursday. Lloyd Show.
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. Piss and moan?
is on the cameras. You are on the phones if you want to be a part of the show today. Best way to do that would be to call in 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. Or you can hit us up with a text, send that over to 22987. It is a Throwback Thursday, and I'm going to bring some of the younger folks here on the show. All right. Into the studio. I might think you get a kick out of this, Ray.
Yes.
Greg, especially.
Sure. As the elder statesman.
Right. Yeah, the elder statesmen.
Our elders.
But,
Respect your elders.
yeah. Our future, these children.
Yeah, oh good. Oh good.
It's a throwback list of different
children are our
outdated
future.
things. Have they ever done these things or used these things?
Or even have a reference,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Fucking
It's
rotary phone, bitches!
Videos of they show like a little kid a VCR.
Right.
Like, how do you use this?
Or a rotary phone.
Yeah, they're like,
What is this?
Wait,
And they're like hitting the buttons
Yeah.
instead of the thing.
Yeah, we always talk about Joe Coy. He tested his son with the rotary phone.
Yeah.
There's an emergency. Save your family. He couldn't do it.
Right.
no.
I hated people with 9s in their numbers.
They go all over. Anyway, so that's coming up this hour. We'll get into that. A couple news stories before we get to the redneck news. There is some really bad news. Big story that everybody's talking about. How these people were gunned down by this guy who was wanted in an earlier shooting at the same scene. And they arrested this 19-year-old guy.
God
Heard
damn,
about
dude.
that. So he had killed this woman sitting in her car. This is around 11 o'clock in the morning. And then he returned to the same spot 5 hours later and started shooting at the news crew that was there reporting on the initial murder.
Didn't he end up shooting one of the reporters?
Yes. So he stormed a nearby house, shot a 9-year-old girl and her mom.
God damn, dude!
9-year-old and the news reporter both died. The child's mother and the rest of the news crew, hospital, critical condition. The 19-year-old arrested. Like, but that was a big story yesterday.
I mean, you hear about that, not them shooting again, but people that commit those crimes, they will show up to the crime scene when
Yeah,
the
coming
police
back.
are.
Yeah, and they think he's involved in another shooting as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
3.
So
That is
story.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, everybody's talking about weather today. These big storms making their way across the country. There's another one about to hit the West Coast.
Yeah.
And so that'll be wreaking havoc going in the next few days. But already, for the storms that are out there, 1,700 flights canceled, almost 6,000 flights delayed yesterday because of weather issues. And another 1,100 flights plus have already been canceled for today. So just a heads up, even if there's not weather where you are today
Weather
or
elsewhere.
right
There's
now.
weather everywhere, guys.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? Sometimes you don't think about that because you look to see if your flight's on time.
My day is 60 and sunny.
Right. Doesn't
You know-
mean there's not weather.
You look, yeah, but you forget to look and see, like, okay,
What is
well,
going on up here?
Coming from-
Why are we all
Yeah.
well,
just,
no, it's supposed to be
know
nice
he
here
was
today. Oh,
getting
wow.
off at Broadway in the
No,
fast
man,
lane.
I went to these
Excellent.
flights. It's crazy. I forget where we were going, but like I was on the FlightAware app. You can see your flight and it says previous flight. In other words, where's your plane coming from? And I click on that and I trace them all, like in the flights that lead up to mine, to see if everything's so far on time. Yeah, did the flight I'm waiting on leave on time? Did that flight leave on time? And I trace it all the way back, and it was crazy. Like it was going from like Philadelphia to Dublin, Ireland.
Oh my God.
Back to Philadelphia to Los Angeles, and it was like one flight after another. This thing's constant. Imagine how tired it is, Greg.
That's
So
what
tired.
Constant plane.
I was waiting for my moment to say I would never look at that because I'm thinking like, oh God, this plane
That plane's
is
so tired.
tired.
Too much.
The engine is so hot and it's just
When
exhausting.
we talked to the engineers, and they said that the planes
Planes
want
want to be in the
want to
air.
fly.
Well,
Want to be.
I want to fly.
if you think about computers, they say it's bad to shut your computer down.
See, I feel guilty when I have my iPhone on all the time.
Yeah, they say
I should turn it off every once
He
in a
wants
while.
to sleep.
Give it a break.
They say unless if you're not going to use your computer for a couple of days, then okay, shut it down. But
But if
don't.
you use it every day.
Yeah, like don't. I don't know when the last time the computer in my office here at the station has been off, like shut down, because
Years.
it needs to be on. I used to do it when we go on vacation or whatever.
Yeah.
But it needs to be on for me to be able to VPN into that computer.
Oh, to use remote access,
I've left it on now for years.
Wow.
Literally years.
It's so tired.
It's so tired.
It's like, what are you?
Computer a break.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
I'm so sleepy.
Southwest, SkyWest, Delta, they've got the highest amount of cancellations today. They say impacted between 6 and 17% of their scheduled flights.
Well, they say Southwest is the one that flies pretty crazy, right? One of the routes
Oh yeah,
that
well,
they
they're-
go from
all
city to
over.
city.
yeah, they're constantly on the move.
Yeah.
But they all are. Like I said, the one that I was just talking about, the Dublin,
Right.
Philly, and LA, that was American Airlines.
It's rare that they just fly from one city and back.
Yeah, that never happens.
Before they do all these flights, like let's say it's the first flight for this plane, I wonder how long they let it warm up, you know?
The Department of Transportation states anyone whose flight is canceled has the right to a refund, regardless of the type of ticket that you booked.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Hate that credit crap.
Yeah,
Like,
credit crap.
No, I don't want to travel again. I want to go on
I
this
don't want to
trip.
fly your airline ever again.
Right, give me my money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Greg, though. Do they turn on the planes and then walk back into the airport and get coffee?
Get
and
coffee.
let guys warm
I'll
up?
take one
Wait,
last
you just
tea.
left the plane running?
Oh yeah, to
Are you
warm it up.
insane?
Yeah.
And they rev it.
Steal it.
They rev it a bit.
They got the defroster
Set the radio stations.
heated seats.
Different pilots like different jams.
Exactly. Adjust the rearview mirror.
United Airlines has a new family seating policy. Parents with kids under 12 can now see a map of all the seats on the flight, find seats together, and they don't have to pay extra. So you know how some seats are,
Oh, yes.
which is the reason why a lot of people weren't booking, like, you know, they say, well, why didn't you just
Select your seat.
select your seats ahead of time? Because if you do that, they end up charging you the
Oh, yeah.
$15 or whatever for the aisle or the window seat.
Even if you're in the back.
Yeah, like there's very few anymore. If you look at the,
Watch your third light on, man.
seat map when you go book a flight, like the last 10 rows maybe will have like, oh, you can book anywhere here.
Right.
Anything from like I would say just past where the exit row is over the
I would
wings,
say like the seats
Forward.
sit up, yeah.
and especially if there's economy plus and everything else. But now they'll show all the seats, and if the seats are together, you can switch to a completely different flight for free. This is part of the new family seating policy with United Airlines.
Yeah, it causes too much drama.
It's gonna go into effect early March, so
Families get
very
on the
soon.
planes.
Yeah.
And then it's just like they ask people to move constantly. all that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
I can't wait till we don't have to sit with our kids.
I know, right?
You know, I hear about parents that go, "Oh well, we booked tickets in first class, and then we made the kids sit in coach." That sounds amazing,
You could do that now.
huh?
You could do that now.
No, I couldn't do that now.
You couldn't?
No, I'm not gonna put my
You're
8-year-old
dumb.
next to some rando.
Wait, your son.
My son.
And then
What
one-
line of defense is he?
He's a teenager.
Your son.
Barely a teenager. He's 13.
They'll go back. They'll put.
Oh,
their
shit,
headphones
high-speed
on,
pursuit,
where
people!
Their gadgets are.
Yeah, they can't go anywhere.
Yeah,
The
not
flight's
yet.
over.
I don't trust it yet.
Wow.
Maybe?
Helicopter parent look.
No, it's two
Totally.
or three more years.
Totally.
I'm not-
This guy up here doesn't have on
I'm not
lights.
worried about my son, but like I'm just my daughter. It's just different. I think fathers with daughters. She's 8.
Kids behave differly when they're out in public.
No,
They're
she's
not
not 8, she's
maniacs.
10.
I was
She's
gonna
10.
say, why are you calling her 8?
I don't know why. She's 10.
Yeah, she lost age.
I'm like, wait a
Oh, I
minute.
know why.
Why?
Because she keeps giving me crap about like I'm gonna be 11 this year. I'm like, no, you're not gonna be. There's no way you're gonna be 11 years old. You're turning 8. I've been saying 8 to her for like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, the 8 thing seems
No.
off to me, but I was just going with it.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, he knows.
Pause there.
Idiot. Hey, Bart, we can edit that in post, right? So,
No, you leave that in, Bart.
in case they go back on the podcast.
Don't you touch that board. Doesn't even know his daughter's
No.
age. 13 and 10 can absolutely sit by themselves on a flight.
Oh,
Can
God, yeah, 5th
absolutely
grade?
sit home while you go out to dinner.
Dude!
That's crazy.
No way.
It's insane that you're not letting them.
She's only 5.
I'm supposed to leave a 2-year-old alone, man. So what do you show? If you gotta go outside to grab something out the fridge, that is redneck news. That's like that old dad joke where the son comes up to the father and goes, "Dad, I need to get $20." He goes, $20? What do you need $10 for?
Yeah.
You know?
$20? I'm not gonna give you $10. I mean, $5, that's a lot of money.
Here's $1. Today's redneck news is from Evansville, Indiana, where the cops got a call about some dude named Caleb Burfanger. That's his name, Burfanger. Berfanger. Cool name. He was passed out on the street after apparently overdosing on either meth or heroin. So they get to the scene, and there's Caleb, unconscious, still breathing, had a pulse. And as they were trying to assess his other vitals, Caleb came to and immediately became combative. The officers told him to sit his ass down, but he refused. And that's when he grabbed the arm of a paramedic who, again, he was there to help him. And he bit the paramedic.
No, that's not nice.
Yeah, the cops took him to the ground, and after a little fight there, they finally got him in the handcuffs. And when they searched him, they found a syringe and some crystal. He was taken to the hospital to get checked out and then hauled right off to jail. He's been charged with battery on account of biting the paramedic, resisting arrest, possession of meth, and a couple other charges as well. So
That might be rock bottom.
there you go. There's a guy with a really, really attractive name, Caleb Burfanger. They're in Evansville, Indiana, who overdosed on meth, fought the police, and then bit the paramedic who was trying to help him. And that is today's Redneck News. We're going to take a quick break. More Woody Shows next. Hang on.
Maybe strike up a conversation with the person next to you who's also stuck in traffic.
How's it going?
We'll be right back. The Woody Show. Pulse 98.7. LA's new alternative.
Hey, it is Booker and Stryker here. Come party with us.
30 minutes left. Huzzah!
Fall Out Boy. Congrats on your 1-year anniversary.
Trucking accident, or if your carriage garners damage on the way to the village for fresh bread and strawberries, call the firm voted best attorneys in America. Sweet James Accident Attorneys, 800-500-5200, sweetjames.com. Come now, pick at Bob's Discount Furniture. We offer quality furniture at a discount. Bob's Discount. How? I buy more from the manufacturers than anyone else. That purchasing clout means I can negotiate great deals with the manufacturers and pass on those savings to you. And I don't waste money on the frivolous things that drive up costs. That's why I taught myself how to play the piano. How many times did you get?
Cocaine Bear audio that we were promised was replaced by this. Instead, he wanted to find out if people were preparing for the storm that's apparently going to affect us all. And so he kind of immediately missed the premiere, but then went to his local bar and we can.
Sponsored by the California Department of...
I'm here with
Bell.
Rain today. I have 53 in Van Nuys, 54 for downtown, 54 for Orange County, and 50s along the coast.
Taco Bell is sorry for going too far with its past breakfast. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food, like a breakfast crunch wrap, fluffy eggs, cheese, sausage, hash browns, wrapped in a warm tortilla. Grab one at participating Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. while supplies last.
From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, we make it easy.
The Woody Show.
Oh, 98.7 traffic.
Traffic is sponsored by Dell Technologies, and there's a couple of crashes to be aware of. One in Anaheim, southbound 5, right after Brookhurst. The two right lanes are blocked by that crash, and a center lane accident in Carson, northbound 405. That's right before Carson Street. Again, that's in the center lane. And Dell Technologies provides growing businesses with the tools to do incredible things because they believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by the Intel V Pro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL. It's Greg Gorey, that's your all 98.7 traffic.
All right, thank you very much, Greg Gorey. So it's a Throwback Thursday. We already mentioned that, but your requests, if you got one, got to be at least 10 years or older. We got to have them. Got to agree that your request doesn't just suck the root. But other than that, it's up for debate. It is up for inclusion in this week's Throwback Thursday. So go ahead, hit us up on the text with your request over to 22987, or maybe on Twitter at The Woody Show with the hashtag TBT, or on social media. Like I said, Instagram, all that stuff, you can do it there as well.
So we got that. We got the Dead Presidents giveaway. Wheel of Dead Presidents again this morning at 8:10 yesterday. $500 for Jacob in Simi Valley.
Excellent.
Mary in Montclair was the winner this week. We had Melinda in North Hill. She won $1,000, so a lot of money being given away again today, 8:10. Also got some more Depeche Mode tickets for those 2 extra shows
Depeche
that
Mode.
were announced last week. In addition to that original one that's already sold out at the Forum.
Of course.
These are 2 additional shows. December 10th at the Forum and then December 15th. Those are the ones that we have. But no, we have the Forum today.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, the Crypto.com arena tickets. But you can win those here on The Woody Show.
Good.
Phones are open at 877-44-WOODY. You can hit us up with a text over to 22987.
Oh my God, I love this deal.
The Woody Show.
Local news.
It's so local.
I'm assuming the big story is weather, right, Greg?
Well, exactly, because like Ravy, everybody's on Blizzard Watch.
I am on Blizzard Watch 2023.
First words out of her mouth this morning. You guys ready for the blizzard?
But snow where? I mean, like Grapevine or
Absolutely.
stuff like that. But
Oh, the Grapevine's gonna be
I thought you were going to say wet, Greg, but, it's the rain.
Well, it's going to be rain, snow,
98% of us.
and wind. So Southern California now has its first blizzard warning since 1989. Coldest storm of the season. It's going to hit us with snow levels down to about 1,000 feet in the mountains and higher elevations. They're going to get an expected 7 feet of snow. Should be about 2 to 5 inches of snow at elevations of around 4,000 feet. Could be a dusting again at 1,000 feet. Also, those damn gusty winds and rain expected over the next few days.
Can somebody text over? Give me an example of a city here locally that is at 1,000 feet. Like they say that.
Good question.
Give me like. I don't know. Like, just give me a town.
Right, that you could actually.
Palmdale.
Right.
What's at 1,000 feet?
I lived on a steep hill in Sierra Madre. Was that 1,000 feet?
What about Santa Clarita? You're gonna see some snow. You'll see it
You'll have a
dusting.
view.
You'll have it.
You'll have a view.
You think?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. My kids would love that.
Yeah.
It would be pretty neat. The official blizzard warning goes into effect tomorrow morning 4 a.m. and that'll last through Saturday 4 p.m.
You know how much 8-year-olds love snow.
10-year-olds love it too.
Exactly. Also,
dumbass. I still can't believe it.
big story was Eric Holder Jr., who got sentenced to 60 years to life in prison for shooting and killing Nipsey Hussle back in 2019 outside his South LA clothing store. That sentencing hearing had been postponed a bunch of times because the defense kept asking to reduce Eric Holder Jr.'s second-degree murder charge. Now, a sentence of 6 years to life was...
Why would they do that?
Right.
You killed somebody in cold blood.
Yeah.
Right, and he also got convicted of attempted voluntary manslaughter because he injured 2 bystanders in that shooting of Nipsey Hussle.
Look, we're not going to reduce your sentence, but think about how much street cred you have now. Isn't that worth it?
Right.
Bro.
Whole life.
Yeah, enjoy
Idiot.
that. Enjoy that.
Loser.
And also, Tesla is moving their global engineering headquarters to the former Hewlett-Packard campus in Palo Alto. They announced that during a press conference with Elon Musk and Governor Gavin Newsom. Just toweling around. CEO Elon Musk also noted that Tesla's Fremont-based manufacturing plant has the highest automotive production output in North America. He said, looks forward to a partnership with the state of California and transitioning the world to sustainable energy as quickly as possible. And that announcement comes 15 months after Tesla moved their main headquarters from Palo Alto to Austin, Texas.
That bums me out, right?
So it's leaving Texas back to California?
No, it's dual headquarters.
Yeah, it bums me out too because didn't he do it to kind of send a message and say, screw
Screw you, California.
How is
How are we going to learn?
How's the state government going to learn?
Right. He had previously criticized California over regulations and taxation.
Yeah, that's like saying to your kids, like, if you do that, you're going to be grounded, and then they do it, and then you don't really ground them.
Oh, come on, Elon, we need you.
I know, Elon. Change your mind. Go back. So that's what's happening, Wood.
All right, what about the forecast today, Sammy?
Rain today, high of 53 in the valley, 54 for downtown, 54 for Orange County, and 50s along the coast.
So when does the rain really start? Like the
rain.
Heavy rain.
It seems to change constantly, right?
Yeah.
But today...
The rain's supposed to start in the morning. There's going to be a little bit of a break late morning, and then in the afternoon, then that's when it hits all the afternoon.
Then we get the real stuff.
Yeah, tomorrow it dumps.
Yeah, someone said like Rialto's at 1,000 feet. You got
Palmdale,
La Cañada, Silmar. It is the Woody Show. It's Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, all the stuff up in the hills, dude.
All 98.7.
Because I wanna, like, fucking word. Valley Gulch is like 300.
The Woody Show.
You cannot own more than 5 raccoons at a time.
Since it is Throwback Thursday, like I said, this is going to be really depressing for certain people, and it's just going to be otherwise normal by the numbers / interesting for others.
Okay.
Yeah, I think interesting in some way for everybody, but
Yeah.
yeah. So I have this Throwback Thursday outdated things list. Always fun and depressing to check in on what old tech people have never used, or the old tech that people are still using.
All right.
You know. And I'm shocked this isn't higher, but it's sexy. 69% of adults have never sent a telegram. Which, okay, that's old time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even for anybody in this room, that's old timey.
I've never done that.
Know what a telegram is?
Me neither. Like Western Union.
I wouldn't even know where to actually go.
Telegram. Oh.
Get
For cell phones and quick mail.
Yeah.
What is it before phones though?
It's right around the same
I
time.
mean, I understand before cell phones, but
Definitely not before.
It's before it's when there was still switchboard
5% of
operations.
people claim they're still sending telegrams. What? Get out of here.
Maybe a singing telegram.
Yeah. Anyway, so we have some of the youngsters who work on the show in here. We've got, of course, Sammy. Now, Sammy, you're
5.
35.
Yep.
And then Morgan, how old are you?
I'm 28.
28.
Jesus,
Well, you're the youngest. You're 24.
24.
All right. Lucky.
Already Greg is bummed out.
I know, lucky.
Already he's bummed out.
24.
Yeah.
All right, so
Remember me.
I'm going to ask them first. I'm assuming the rest of us have all done most of these things.
All right.
Have you ever sent a letter in the mail? Not a bill, but like a letter to somebody in the mail.
Yeah, actually I have. I had a neighbor who lived down the street and they moved to New Zealand. And so we like would write back and forth for a little bit. Yeah, it's really cute.
Did it have the envelopes that had like the little red and white or red and blue stripes on the side because of international mail?
Those always look cool.
And I think they required it in elementary school to like learn, you have to
Yeah.
practice.
Yeah, this is what
Yeah.
grandparents used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever sent a letter?
I have. Yeah, when I moved from Massachusetts, I moved away when I was a kid, and I would write letters back and forth to my friends.
All right, Morgan?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I had pen pals in elementary school.
Okay, all right.
Okay, normal.
Right. Started easy on that. Greg still, by the way, 55% of people still do that. They still write and send letters through the mail. 7% of adults say they've never done it.
I sent birthday cards and thank you cards and stuff.
Right.
That's also something that not a lot of people do anymore.
Not necessarily.
Thank you cards. My mom, it's like the minute like Christmas or birthday or whatever, anything you got was over, that thing had to be out like the next day.
Yeah, my niece and nephews still do it.
They do it? That's good. That's good. We do that with our kids too. My wife's real big.
When my friends and I were in college, we were really big into postcards. So we did postcards like crazy.
We'll start with you, Caroline. Have you ever paid for something with a check?
No.
Yes.
Look at that, Greg.
Yeah.
Come on, get with the time.
I remember my mom, when I like set up my bank account, she was like, you need to get a checkbook. You need to have checks. And I was, never did it. I don't
Never did it. All right. Sammy.
Yes, I currently right now pay my rent with a check.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Greg.
Good Lord.
Good. Greg does everything with his checks.
Yeah.
Too.
We've been trying to talk Greg into online bill pay forever.
I've done here and there. I'll do the bill pay.
He's slowly. He's got a toe in the water.
For the most part, I'll do a check.
Yeah, Morgan.
Same. I still write rent checks.
Okay.
Yeah.
15% of adults have never paid for something with a check. 42% still do.
All right.
Do you have a printer at home?
Yes, but it doesn't work.
But does it work?
If I print stuff, I'll print it here. Yeah.
I do have a printer at home, yes.
Okay.
I don't.
You
if
don't?
I need to print, I come to work.
See, that was something I was surprised by, like, because I've seen more about how people don't own printers now.
I don't. I have to come to work if I need
Really?
to.
I have one. It's not hooked up.
I bought one after I got a house because I had to print a ton of stuff.
10% of adults have never used a printer at home. 57% still do. All right. Have you ever purchased a newspaper, Caroline?
Definitely not. No.
Yep, back in the 90s.
Paper?
You know, one time I needed to, like the New York Times, now you have to pay, like just to read
Not
it
online. I'm talking about
like a physical paper.
like an actual newspaper bifold.
Like from a box on the street? No.
Yeah. I know, right? From a store.
On a newsstand.
Never.
Oh, a newsstand.
Extra.
Sammy.
Yes, I've bought newspapers.
I have definitely never done that. No. How much do they even cost? Like 50 cents?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a
That's
great
$1.
question.
It used to be a quarter, yeah.
Probably a buck.
Probably like $5 now.
I know, right?
15% of adults have never purchased a newspaper. 23% still do it.
Parents still subscribe.
All right. I'm assuming everybody's done this. Have you watched a DVD?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, everybody's watched DVD. 6% of adults have never done that. 41% still do.
Okay.
Greg's very much a DVD / compact disc person.
Right. He's come around to streaming.
I'm streaming now.
So,
but-
yeah, he's got that toe now.
Every like year and a half I have to redo my dad's entertainment system, and he always wants his VCR. So like that's like the top priority. Wow. The VCR.
I still have a VCR too.
What? That's just for porn, though.
Has to be.
Homemade porn.
We did that for a minute. Like the only reason we kept the VCR is because we had like porn that we liked.
Yeah.
on VHS. That was the only reason. And then after that, we're like, what are we doing? This is so dumb.
Your wife is so mad. We're not getting rid of this. All my porn.
Have you ever played music on a vinyl record player?
Yes.
Yeah, I have one.
Well, see, that's
Yeah,
It's pretty popular.
that's gonna come back a little bit here. 16% of adults have never done that. 11% of adults have never owned a landline phone. So cell phone, that's it. No actual like home phone number.
I've never owned one, no.
Never had one?
But my parents had one.
Oh yeah, parents. That's your parents.
Yeah.
Well, like you living on your own, you've never.
Right,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, I've had one.
You've had one.
Yep.
On your own, you had one, Sam?
On my own, I had one. Listen.
Whoa.
Yeah, because
She's like an old soul kind of person.
Yeah, but also living alone and you lose your cell phone and you can't find it. I loved having the landline to call my cell phone myself when I couldn't find it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Because you lived in a mansion?
I'm in the fourth bathroom.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
here.
still not there.
No, my parents had one growing up, but I
Yeah,
never
yeah,
had
that's
one.
your parents. Have you ever used dial-up internet?
Yep.
No.
God, that's way old timey.
Yes, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I used it.
Yeah, dial-up.
Dial-up?
Where
Yeah,
like,
with the
if somebody
little sound
picked,
that
yeah, somebody picked up the phone, it would knock you offline.
Wow.
18% of adults have never used dial-up internet. 5% still do. And there was a story not that long ago,
Surprising
85
amount,
years ago,
yeah.
like it was a surprising amount of people who still have, that's their main
Yeah.
connection to the internet.
They live in the middle of nowhere. They need
Yeah.
Greg, do you use dial-up?
No.
it. He would if he could.
Hell
Genuine
no.
question.
Hell no.
All right. Caroline,
Yes.
have you ever used a public payphone?
Never. No.
Never once.
Definitely not.
You ever used a public payphone?
There was a public payphone on high school
Yes,
campus.
I called the cops from a Mexican restaurant when I was a kid. You didn't have to pay. And I was like, oh, who can I call without paying? And they're like, oh, you can call 911. So I called, and then the cops show up, and they're like, did someone call 911? And I never admitted to it.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So
that's
now,
That's
so yeah, I have.
I used to call the operator from a payphone because you didn't have to pay. I'm
You're
like,
like, hey.
make a call for free.
I just
What?
wanted to talk to somebody.
Operator.
All right. Well, that one. 14% of adults have never used a public payphone. 4% still do.
How?
Have you ever played video games at an arcade?
Yeah.
Oh, that's still around. Like I know.
Yeah, arcades are back.
The Galaga, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have because like the mall closest to our house has like this little kind of like it's like a half-assed Chuck E. Cheese kind of setup.
Yeah.
They have a couple actual arcade games. The rest are just more like different versions of claw machines, basically.
Right.
Yeah, you can win, you know, bigger prizes.
But Dave and
Like that.
Buster's, man.
Well,
Dave and
even
Buster's.
like I was walking around a little town recently, and they had an arcade there. Oh my God, it was packed to the rafters.
Yeah.
Hipster bars have the classic video games.
Yeah.
A bunch of them.
So everybody, yes.
Yep.
All right. 22% of adults have never played video games at an arcade.
Wow.
11% still do. Have you ever used a phone book?
Get out them.
No, I've seen
Get
them.
out the old pages and the white pages.
I know what they are,
But
but
like to like try to find a number for something?
definitely not.
Okay, wow.
Maybe like
Wait.
Pizza Hut or something. When I was little, my mom was
Yeah.
like, "Look in here."
Do you know what it is to call 411?
It's like the information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that
But
still
you've
exist?
never used it, right?
No.
It still exists.
It does?
Yeah.
I thought they were shutting most of those down.
I thought so too, but I hear that it's still around
Yeah.
if you need it.
I feel like only in the last year or so we stopped receiving phone books at home. Like every year we'd still get them.
They get smaller and smaller. But yeah.
Use them to stand on things when I wasn't tall enough to grab things. They make a
You
good
are
stack.
a little person.
Firewood.
Sammy, I'm assuming you have.
Yes, I have.
Bitch, you're old.
I have never, no.
You've never? 11% of adults have never used a phone book. 15% still do it. Why? You have Google. You have the internet. It's right
I mean,
there.
do you even keep your phone book? If
No.
one
Like
shows up, it goes
15%
right to
means
recycle.
old
Yeah,
people.
that's what I was doing too. Like I'd pick it up from the driveway or whatever, and then
It
Right.
means
to the
baby
recycle bin.
boomers. Once
Right.
they're dead, then
Have you
no
ever
one's
tried
going to
to
use that
find a
technology.
Oh.
No.
no.
Yes, I have a
Jesus Christ,
You
bro.
have a
I do, yeah. What? Just because I like it, it's like decor. Does it make your
Yes.
Get it
Also,
from
it's
a
a-
flea market?
So it's like my wife. She has like one of those like antique looking telescopes.
Okay.
But
You
she's
know,
not
and-
using it.
Yeah, she's not looking at stars with it. Also, like one of those old timey like cameras that have like the little accordion
Oh, wow.
between the lens in the back of it.
Is it real or is it just like a prop?
She had to have gotten that like at a pottery barn or something like that. Yeah, some
Cost plus.
like basic bitch, you know,
Live, laugh, love,
home
store.
decor kind of thing. Yeah,
Basic
exactly.
bitch home decor, yeah.
1 o'clock somewhere.
Hell, that's my motto.
What about you? Ever typed
I mean, I've dabbled, like, I've typed some things. I've never actually, like, you know, typed and printed something. Do you even call it that? Printing?
No, you just
What
type
is
it.
it called when the paper comes out?
Word processing, typing, you know.
Type it and
Yeah,
then
type
Typed it up.
Oh, yeah.
It's either,
So,
written,
no.
it's either written, typed.
Yeah, that's a no
printed.
for me.
Yeah, I was thinking about this recently. Just how far things have come just here at the radio station.
Yes.
Like I remember like typing up labels.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and that was always a pain in the ass. You'd screw it up.
I'm like, oh.
Over, and you're recording audio.
So many wasted labels.
Yeah, you're recording audio onto like these like big like 8-track looking things.
Yeah.
Right. Screw that up. It's like, man, it's so easy now. It's digital. Have you ever owned a dictionary?
Yes.
Really? Okay, that was the one I was gonna say. Like, I bet you.
Yeah, well, definitely.
It's like people that used to have encyclopedias. They used to be kind of like a status symbol thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a full set of encyclopedia. Like parents always thought that was really cool.
Encyclopedias, dictionaries, thesaurus.
Atlas, the
Yes,
Britannica.
the Atlas.
Yeah.
What is this guy doing?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I do. I still have one. It's what I use for like spiders when I need to kill a bug.
Yeah. Yes.
Big, thick book.
All right. 9% of adults have never owned a dictionary. 48% still do. I'll give you one more, and then we got to wrap this up. Throwback Thursday, outdated things. Have you ever used a physical road map to get somewhere?
Definitely not.
Like a Rand McNally, open up where that. Remember those? I could never refold the maps. That, like, you know.
You'd have to go on MapQuest and print it out before wherever you're going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember Thomas Guide?
I've
It was
heard
like
of
a
it.
modern, like a book kind of map.
What's going on here?
Greg, somebody just texted up 626. I use phone books and Thomas Guide map book.
They're trying to fix the grid.
This day.
I did see a news story saying that maps are back for some reason.
Like
the young people.
Home decor.
I guess they want to learn how to use them.
Kind of like Sammy's typewriter.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Paper maps are back.
I used a map when I was a kid to help my parents, but not since I've been an adult.
That's
So,
that's your parents.
Yeah.
That's your parents,
Right.
Like I feel like my stepfather especially, even still now, like if we're going somewhere, like we're visiting and we're going, he's like, well, you're gonna want to take take 95 north to 33 to 34, and then over to 35 down to Point Pleasant. Like it's like no, dude, I'm putting in the GPS, whichever's the fastest way, because they'll tell you where the traffic is.
What the fuck was
like,
that,
I know how to
dude?
get there.
Yeah.
I know how to get to where we're going, but like I want to know what the traffic situation's like. But like
Whatever you're doing, fucking do it, man.
Not his like.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a fucking brick then, aren't you?
Hardwired,
Good though.
I'm so directionally challenged, and I hate that.
Yeah, if I didn't have my phone, or if my phone dies, I'm lost. I'm just
You're lost.
driving till I find
I used
something.
to use MapQuest all the time, and I'd have
yeah.
to print out the directions for MapQuest.
Yeah.
Can I throw one in? If you have something to do, like a doctor's appointment, or you have to remember you have a dinner thing on Friday, do you write it down or do you put it in your phone?
I write it down personally.
All right.
Yeah.
I put it in my phone. But yeah.
Headline says, what's old is new again, paper maps making a comeback.
Yeah, so I read the article and it said that AAA says that paper maps are up in sales 120.
You need to go better than 5 miles an hour, Jeff.
4 last year.
Yeah.
Now they sold hot.
Yeah.
Morgan, have you ever used a physical road map to get somewhere?
No, just the MapQuest stuff that you would print out.
Yeah.
Not a real map.
Yeah, 16% of adults have never used a physical road map to get somewhere. 23% are still using them for some reason. I don't know why you
hurry
would
the fuck
have
up!
So hot.
They're so in and trendy.
It's like Gucci and map.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. There's a little normal by the numbers /
Jesus
wow, that
fucking
was
Christ,
depressing.
man.
Outdated things.
All right.
On your Throwback Thursday. Thank you, Caroline. Nice to have you on this side of the wall.
You guys.
On this side of the glass. Usually looking through the glass at Bort and Caroline on the other side.
It's
there.
brighter in here. It's nice.
Yeah.
I think I'm in a cave
So
sometimes.
dark.
Well, that's because you work with Bort.
No.
He's a legal bat.
He's the Prince of Darkness.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.